Stop,
checking
everybody
for positioning and possession.
Okay, offside. Offside, all of you.
Goal.
Everybody.
Once again, the Legion just frustrating Seattle, who had the ball only moments ago. Turning it over in the tackle. Just cannot get their momentum at the moment. And that's because Legion have come out firing. Here's that tackle in question. It was really nice. And then ripped out in the tackle. It was a mess, but quickly pouncing on it, the Legion. And now Seattle forced to defend once again. Struggling to get into this game.
Alex Lepetti dons the number 2 for California. Joe Tapatete has been wearing it over the last few weeks. Great line-out opportunity. Jason Dom, the captain, carrying that down. Bertrand, California really on the foot here. It's Ed Timpson. Work back. This is big momentum. Lance Williams trying to shed some tacklers. Tonga Kofi. Worked out. Bertrand just trying to nose his way through to find that
Tacklers
ball.
are on the side. We're good. It's holding on.
Yeah, that's a penalty, Joey, there. Again, for the tackler, or the tackled player holding onto the ball. That's good work from Seattle. You heard Derek Summers say Seattle players on the side were there legally. So the steal was good. This might not be out from Kutzer. It's not.
Kutzer last week, 12 points. The week before that, 18. Incredible fly half for this group. Former Houston 10. Colby Milne and Davey Kutzer matched points in week 2. Last week, definitely a different story, but both sides coming out with a loss in their respective matches. California to Chicago and Seattle to Anthem on that cross-country road trip. We get the 2 furthest west. It's Davey Kutzer on the interception. Nobody in front. And Seattle opens the scoring in California off the heels of some serious defensive work to hold up against California's very aggressive offense. They get the try on the interception.
Well, Joe, if you need someone to turn nothing into something, look no further than Davey Kutzer, the number 10 for Seattle, formerly of Houston. The anticipation of this player. And he knew, he took it upon his shoulders to say, we're getting run off our feet here. We need the ball. Not only do we need the ball, let's get 5 points on the board. Incredible stuff from Kutzer.
So Derek Summers employing the referee review system
just white
for the
shot
first
here.
time tonight.
Okay. See if broadcast might have it. Okay, Austin, just slow it down here. Slow it down. So we're just going to get to the point where the ball is out. Ball is out. Go pause it here. Go to wide shot. Okay, bring it up. That's all right. So pause. Slow, slow, slow. It jumps. And then we're looking. 10 is all the way back here. So just play it as far forward as you can slowly. It's jumping. See, broadcast have anything?
It may be this next phase, though.
Okay, is this phase that the intercept happens, or is it the next one? Oh, this phase. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so pause here and then go wide. Now back it up a little bit. Ball has been out for a second. Back it up. So, unless broadcast has an angle. Do they have a wide shot in those replays?
Obviously finding a different spot just to look at this, Mark.
Okay, here we go. Play it here.
Love to hear.
Okay, he's onside.
Well, thoughts as he goes through.
Ball is out. I think he's still onside. Boys, you agree? You agree? Okay, we're gonna stick with the on-field decision of try. Camera's on me. After review, the rule on the field stands. The try is good. Player is onside. California has no remaining challenges.
Well, that was big, Joey. Big for Seattle, and even bigger for them that
Shot clock is
California
on.
have challenged. They thought David Kutzer was offside. He's been deemed onside, which means now the Legion have no more challenges for the rest of the match.
So Seattle opens the scoring after it felt like California had every bit of momentum.
Yellow line
in this
is off.
matchup
It's
to
halfway.
begin through the first 15 odd minutes. The cohort have been cheering their hearts out, having a ton of fun. They still are. It's early, and California feels like they've got that sort of aggression to pull through on some tries here today. Seattle seems to be of a similar nature.
Use it.
But just like that, Mark, goes to show in rugby, I mean, things can change on a dime. One offload, and you can
land it.
completely change the course and complexion of a game. Played down for Lance Williams, the flanker. You never had a pass intercepted, did you?
No comment.
Lead.
Joey.
You did the intercepting, I would imagine. If you saw the opportunity, you keyed for it. Billy Meeks unable to hold on to that one.
There is actually no better feeling, I must say.
He's
than
still in the
plucking that
breakdown.
ball
That's why. Good job.
against the runner play out of thin air.
Yeah.
But obviously it's risky. It could really end up with egg on your face if you don't pull it off. But I'm not going to say he has egg on his face, but that is uncharacteristic of Billy Meeks right there. He was already thinking about the next play. It wasn't the best pass, but Billy Meeks, he's the kind of player that doesn't drop those.
But also the type to shake it off, being the veteran that he is.
Andre, let's go. Come on.
Joining the scrum.
Marco. Crouch. Maybe even no check. What's it called? Fine. Ivan. Okay. Pick my ball. Set. Just play. We'll play.
These two teams, two of the best offloading. Looking through, that's Duncan Matthews. Speedy as ever. Warner works it back to Reno Herbst.
Advantage.
Reno worked off. It's Devon Kutza, number 2 in white.
Listen, both of you got to get out of the way of the 9.
Petty
Take a different
got
exit.
involved, a little too
Mark's
involved,
there,
and
Mark's here.
penalty ensued.
Don't go in the back. Got by the blue. Okay.
It's a hell of a momentum shift
Beating
here,
the 9.
Joey. It was all Legion in the first 10, 15 minutes until Kutzer turned the tide, and now Legion finding themselves camped, starved of possession in their own red zone.
Clark's got to be pretty happy with the start
Careful,
before the
might all hear it.
hydration break.
Well, I think
especially given the last few minutes.
That
Jason,
defensive
you got
effort,
the
you
front.
mentioned
Okay,
it, Joey.
there.
Just to handle the onslaught of the Legion and not be down already, but in fact be up.
access.
I'm sure he's extremely pleased.
Two.
Tomorrow, Redlingheiss is
Go
getting
back.
squeezed in amongst the sea of humanity there, but being patient behind is Devon Kutza. He's just trying to nose through. He's got some room on that left side if he wants it. They're still trying to muscle forward. 2 in white gave the ball off. It's Patty Ryan pulled down nicely there by Kobe Mill. Bertrand was also involved. Tackled down in California. That yellow line, by the way, is the try line. They're just trying to get through here inside their 5 meters. Patty Ryan once more. Redlingheiss diving over. Sweet offload on the outside. Nice move by J.P. Smith. They're almost there, Seattle is. Rickard Hadding pulled forward. Well, look what I found there for Reno Herbst. And California is standing up to the billing there on defense. Lindenmuth offloads, and Seattle's got nothing but room in front. Well worked on the outside and diving in for a try. It's Lulamanga making his first MLR start and scores a try.
Joey, we just witnessed pure class from this Seattle team. To bounce back, the hands, they are really clicking at the moment with ball in hand. And I just love the confidence both these teams are playing with. But Seattle, what a classy backline this is. Duncan Matthews, we talked about his return being a welcome one. And isn't he loving it? Calvin Lulamanga, first MLR start. Coach Clark was so happy to be able to give this young man a chance. And he is validating that decision right now.
And perhaps also reaffirming why he was Seattle's Young Player of the Year at the end of their season last year. Like you said, didn't even see any action. And he is proving why he's going to be a force in this league for years to come. Kutzer to make it 14. That doinks right in. Take it however you could get it, huh? And everything seems to be going right for Seattle over the last 10 minutes. James Dealey letting us know that everybody should be pumped up for this West Coast Classic. Hydration break. We'll take a break with them here on ESPN.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true, you're a pal and a confidant. You would see the biggest gift would be for me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend.
The Specsavers Big Name Designer Sale ends soon. Don't miss out on any one pair of big name designer glasses with single vision lenses for the tiny price of $1.99. Hurry, ends 25th of April. Only at Specsavers.
It's the Premier League run-in.
When these sides collide, it is always gripping.
Let the fun commence. Arsenal, Newcastle. Sunday, live Sky Sport.
Back here at Annenberg Stadium, campus of UCLA, alongside Mark Stabina, Joey Lindstrom, Lex Weiner, our rules analyst as well. Would love to bring him in after this hydration break. Seattle on the foot now, 14-0 lead. And Lex, curious because we're going in this matchup thinking about Andre Warner and Gonzalo Bertrand now, two of the fastest passers at scrum half. What's it like officiating for guys that pass the ball so quickly and want to keep the pace of play up?
It's definitely a challenge, that's for sure. But, you know, you'll see throughout the game that they're always in the referee's ear demanding quick ball, and you'll see the referee looking to try and keep the pace and cadence of the game. But definitely a challenge for sure.
Back.
Mark, you've got a ton of experience playing with some fast nines as well, I would imagine.
No gate.
So like getting the pace of play up for you.
Not just fast, Joey, but yappy as well. They've got a lot of nines that like to talk, and Lex is absolutely right. What they want to do is push the boundaries and also test the limits of the referee, and just gives that extra thing to look out for a ref.
Let's go.
They'll try and get away with what they can, scrum halves, let me tell you.
Well, for Gonzo, he was 2025 MLR Back of the Year for RFC LA a season ago. With this newly formed California Legion squad, they knew they needed a leader to be the catalyst for offense, and that's exactly what he is, as that ball's fumbled there by Make Muti. Some perhaps uncharacteristic mistakes here from California Legion after such a hot start.
Chasers.
Maybe some challenges around the handling of the rugby ball. Kutzer to play it forward. Corbin Smith muscling down. Reno Herbst, by the way, is being evaluated for a head injury, so he will be out for the remaining time. Meanwhile, California is still playing it forward once again. Joey Mano, first time we've chatted about him, 14 in red. Nice kick on, but it's collected there by Seattle, and Andre Warner boots it high in the air.
Will hit in. It's the yellow, not the white.
And Joey, look, it's easy for me to say now after the fact. Well, let's carry on. That's a quick line-out throw from Corbin Smith.
Good moves from 7 in red.
Release!
Timpson.
Release!
The forward of the year for LA a season ago. So you have the back of the year and the forward of the year with 7 and 9, respectively, there for California Legion. Ben Houston, the number 8 today, Australian back rower, was also in RFC LA a season ago.
You guys got to move away. You got to do better.
Patty Ryan was ready to scoot, and his teammates were not. Kellen Botcher getting involved down in the scrum.
Derek Summers not tolerating any loitering of tacklers there, especially when both teams are trying to keep the pace of this game going. I guess Derek's just going along with that, and he wants a fast game also.
A beautiful day in California to close out what has been a pretty eventful weekend, especially with respect to the 4 teams that have already played.
White, hold it.
Chicago handled their business, to say the least, against New England here today in that rivalry in a neutral site with Nashville at hand. That ball tapped on, out the line out. Slapped away, and it's back into Seattle's hands. Billy Meeks deflects that like a punt block. And mishandled briefly by Smith.
Is that a knock-on? Marquise?
Derek Summers trying to lean on Marquise Goodman to see if that was a knock-on.
Knock-on or
line out coming.
Well, Joey, Seattle frustrating the Legion yet again. Look at Botcher getting up in the air. I've been very impressed with Callum Botcher since coming on, an early replacement. He's been everywhere. He's making tackles. He's stealing ball. Once again, Seattle just keeping California to 0. And they look a little out of sorts. You said it before, Joey.
Seattle feels as if they are playing for something greater. Perhaps they are. If they get this win, they could be the winningest franchise in MLR history, and they seem to be well on pace to do so. Big time thump. Get off the tracks when Nolan Tuamoiloa is on, and there's another quick whistle.
Well, no sooner did I pump Callum Botcher up, number 19. He goes and makes a liar out of me. Little forward pass. Well, he hasn't made a liar out of me. He's still playing well. That was just a little indiscretion that halted their progress. But they're in the right end of the field, Seattle.
Beer bears beer. We can't either. We can't wait for Davey Kutzer in the USA. He's eligible.
Listen to me. If I say get off, get off. Yeah,
he absolutely is. And just a little extra insight on that. We know that,
that was just
Clarkey, Seattle coach, is also interested in elevating Davey Kutzer into that number 10 jersey for the USA. He told us he brought him to Seattle to be the USA's number 10.
And that's part and parcel to what a lot of the league is about. You want to be able to develop these players, especially with respect to the 2027 World Cup.
Ball's out.
You see number 9 in red, an Argentinian international, 68 caps for Gonzo Bertrano.
He's got it.
Flipped on there for California. Got to find your offense here, especially in the first half. This might help. Worked back there from Maluia. It's all California ahead. Treacy works out for the try. Another MLR debutant. Back-to-back tries. And California, more importantly for them, on the board.
Wow, that was special. A number of Legion players involved in that play. Looked like a training run.
I think it's just a penalty anyway if we're in that.
Down this close side. Starts here. Great little play from Corbin Smith. And then Maluia, he's been outstanding so far, as has and always is Ben Houston. That wasn't an easy decision to make. Brilliant cover tackle coming across from Tuamoiloa. He made them guess. But that's what I mean by a 2-on-1 training drill. Here it is. Keeps it, now ball in two hands, waits to see what Moaloa does. Perfectly draws him in and then releases the try scorer. That's more like it from the Legion.
A 5th overall draft pick this year in the MLR. Born in Melbourne, Oscar Treacy moved to the U.S. in 2021. Another Central Washington product. USA Falcons 7 in 2023. And a Scholes Award winner, showing his stuff.
And both debutants on the board. First MLR start, and they've got a try apiece. Love to see it.
The future is bright. We talk about development with this league and creating an environment for more Eagles. Stephen Hoyles is all about that on his perch. Probably pretty happy with that. See if Calfronia with Yuri Van Vuren get themselves back in. Earlier, the doink off the post did not count for Davy Kutzer. So it is 12-7 as we stand. Maluia, the former University of Wyoming football player.
Advantage over.
Former NFLer as well. Played for the Pats and the Titans.
Hold on.
Poked forward, just past the halfway line. Oh, big time hit.
No
Duncan
head
Matthews
contact,
just
nothing
ran into
clear.
a wall of two humans.
He's a brave man.
You could say that again. Patty Ryan handles it and the whistle's blown.
Another forward pass, just really pushing the limits with the ball in hand, this Seattle team. What are you doing, Duncan?
Wow. Jason Dahm and Lepetti.
Lepetti and Dahm, two of the biggest hitters in the game.
You know, Jim Harbaugh, the head coach of the LA Chargers, I think he famously said, maybe he took it from somebody else, the human body craves contact.
Time's up.
And maybe Duncan Matthews subscribes to that. Maybe all the rugby guys do.
I know what the incident, but give me the timestamp.
Hard contact for sure.
Just take your boys back. Just go back, sorry. Just go back. Yeah, I don't need you right now. Okay. No, I'm just for this. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Seattle is challenging the ruling on the field. Previous plays under review for a high tackle.
Receiving that challenge for a high tackle. And
jumping.
We'll just, while they walk over, bring in our rules analyst, Lex Weiner.
Okay,
Lex,
so here we go.
what'd you see here? Take us through some of the evaluation.
So it looked like live Derek had a pretty good look at it where he doesn't believe there was any head contact, therefore there was no foul play. So what he's going to be looking at here is that when the tackle was made,
so
if the ball carrier had any head contact, so we'll see here.
I think the point is just, do we have actual head contact? Is there any tight
Thank you,
the
Lex.
corner shot?
Appreciate that.
No, we're too far. Too far.
Either way. That is
here we go.
The unstoppable force and the immovable objects meeting, seriously almost a meeting of the minds if there is head-to-head contact.
Possible head-on-head or indirect head to chest, then head. Yeah. So I'm seeing head contact. I am seeing foul play. For me, I'm not at a not high degree of danger because the player is passive.
This one shot right here.
Correct. He's not hitting up. He's taking and absorbing the hit going back. Correct. Correct. So based off of that, I'm at penalty only, and then we'll restart. Or do we think more than that? Show me the wide shot just one more time.
As we get taken in the mind here, Derek Summers, Lex, anything to add that you've seen here?
What I'm looking at is if it's direct or direct.
Well, what Derek's checking right now is that, number one, if it's clear and obvious head contact, and then if it's direct or indirect contact, head contact, because that might therefore determine the sanction on penalty or yellow card.
Yellow card. No mitigation.
So the implications are bigger. Derek Summers has made his decision, reached a verdict.
After review, there is head contact, there is foul play. It's a not high degree of danger. No mitigation. It's going to be a yellow card to number 2. Seattle retains their challenge.
So
Please
Alan
reset
Clark
the game clock to the time of the incident.
and his challenge implication pays off, and that's a yellow awarded to Alex Lopetti.
27-41.
Was in today for into the starting lineup. Joe Tafate, normally donning the number 2 through the first 3 games, and Lopetti awarded the yellow. Thank Lex for taking us through that. Derek, of course, it's amazing a luxury that we get to hear the refs and their thought process.
What's the time? 27-41. Please start the clock.
Another opportunity too, Joey, for Seattle. You'd have to bet that Davy Kutzer can put this over. It's a decent length. Just over the 40-meter line, you can see that yellow dashed line there, and it's right in front, so the angle is the widest of those posts.
So David Kutzer, chance to add 3.
That's a beauty.
15-7 our count. And Seattle takes advantage of that penalty. Now 10 minutes left here in this first half. And perhaps an unlucky break for California. But actually credit Duncan Matthews. We talked about, I mean, he's a man possessed on a play like that. It pays off in the end because of the high tackle.
Yeah, you could argue he was searching for head contact with that run. I highly doubt that.
Regardless if he was or not, it turns out well for Seattle. California trying to find themselves back in the offensive zone here, which they've spent a good amount of time. Botcher loses the handle and drags down for some extracurricular as we reset.
That was originally Van Buren, former Utah player, just losing the ball. Probably a little rusty as well. This is his first game back.
6 off. Okay,
first MLR game this season. So no doubt he has to get rid of a few cobwebs.
Yuri, an MLR journeyman. First action for California, as our graphic showed you, at 4 years with the Utah Warriors, 2 with LA.
Fine.
Big season as a
Set.
second row lock in 2021. Over 600 meters gained there with Utah as a scrum penalty. And we'll throw it again to our rules analyst, Lex Wanda. Lex, what'd you see there?
So the last 4 or 5 scrums have honestly been rock solid. So looks like Derek Summers wanted the reset as both props on the far side went straight down. So let's see what shakes out on this one.
Thank you, Lex. Oh, Mark, the pressure's off you today. Of Seawolves working through. Played down, Davy Kutzer kicks it out. Corbin Smith tries to handle it off the catch and jump. And Seattle wants to go quick. By far played more defense today than made, post contact, clean breaks. This, as you saw it on their as well. 6 and White, Marno Redling Ice get involved in every play as this ball is wrestled forward. Hard to tell where that's at.
Short
Fair
arm.
possession there.
Line out was over. Right here, yeah. That was over. Right here, yeah.
For California.
Yeah, Leisure defending well. In that more Milne. Not the best kick, however.
A former Western Force player. Bertrand wants to move it forward, and Derek Summers giving everybody a second here.
In from the side, it's basically just
Joe, stay
the
behind
ref's way of saying that was lazy.
Stay behind the kick when you do that, okay?
So illegally supporting Davy Kutzer there, Redling Ace, which is a shame because, again, strong run from the number 10. Equally strong run from Matthews, the 15, who's been outstanding as always today.
Joe Tavate back in the lineup here for California, 16 in red. And Hooker will toss it in. Good push here from California with Big Joe T in there as well. Somebody's got to come out of that pile.
That's out,
They're
took it
still
down.
keeping
Leave
the
it,
legs
leave
churning.
it, Rock, leave it. No. Use, go, Don.
Bertrand to play forward for Jason Dom.
Flat.
Out there as well for Seattle, you saw him. Tiai Vavau, 21 in white. Played back, number 5. Dom once again, it's Bertrand through ahead to Yuri Van Vuren. California back on the attack. The style that they play, they want to be out in front, and here they go once again. It's Corbin Smith. Greengrass in front, and he'll touch down. The fullback inserted into the lineup late, making a huge difference, especially on offense, and California right back in it.
Another incredible backs try. It was a phase play. Malia again, getting in behind the defense, and then the offload to Smith. Finding Mano, back to Smith. Oh, you love to see it. They are on fire with ball in hand. When they get a chance, the Legion are class. Maluia, incredible. Brings in 2 defenders. And then Smith right there.
30 seconds.
Beautiful play. The interchange from those two. Fullback to wing, wing to fullback, and then he had the pace. He had still a bit of work to do, Corbin Smith. What a finish for the fullback. Crowd love it. We love it.
A fan cam catching everything. And the cohort coming out in droves. And Westwood. Kobe Milne knocks it through. It's a 1-point game with 3 minutes and change to go. Of course, with the injury time as well. But how about that sequence 2 big line breaks from California to get their tries. We haven't seen that. We know they've been really on the acceleration piece a lot of the time, and especially in this game, but a couple different phases where out of nowhere this Legion group got out ahead of the defense. That's the kind of rugby you like, don't you, Mark?
I think everybody loves this kind of enterprising play. We can hardly,
on the chest.
Doubted that this was going to be an exciting game. First of all, these two teams, with the players that they have, a nice grass field, a beautiful day, perfect conditions for running rugby.
Correct.
And right out of the gates, both teams have just said, we just want to run this ball. And they are putting on a spectacle for this LA crowd today.
Hold the throw, Will. It's 2 now. We've had 1 on 1, and then on that player. If they don't use their arms, they go to the bend. You understand? It was shoulder, then arm after. Do
Coming
better.
up at halftime,
You know how to
we'll
tackle.
send it back to our crew here in New York.
We're good.
Will Hooley, Claudia Bellafato, and Mike Petrie.
All subs correct. Gilbert.
Did a great job previewing this matchup here tonight for Sunday Night Rugby. The squad rolling deep. Bertrano won't have a chance to pass as fast as he would wish.
Be careful.
Back at even strength
No, I mean, you gotta...
with the final minutes here in this first half.
I got you.
Like you said, scintillating action like we expected on a beautiful day in California.
Bubble. Crouch! Bind! Nice! Excellent, boys! Early 3 red.
Seattle trying to find themselves some more scoring here late. Played down JP Smith, back in the lineup once again. Clarkie shared with us the relationship between him and Andre Warner. They've been such a great duo. California regains possession here. Might we find another scoring sequence here for the Legion. Give some for the cohort to take into halftime before their halfway pints. Bertrano and company here with Billy Meeks. Working on the prowl once again. Big tackle.
Don't. I got it.
On the heels there, Billy Meeks.
I got it.
With Ezekiel Lindenmuth, and they're going to have to be separated.
Yeah, Meeks certainly took offense to that and coming in to back up his play. He also needs to be careful.
Yeah,
Saw him raise
relax.
a foot there, and
What are you
Derek
doing?
Summers just telling everyone
Talk
to
to him.
relax.
Relay to everyone. Unacceptable.
But Lindenmuth, the prop for Seattle, is the man under the spotlight
Not
right now.
He did not. It's not what I saw. We're going with the first incident. It's a high tackle. It's around the neck.
So Ezekiel Lindenmuth will be awarded with that yellow card for the high tackle. On the first offense there. All good after that sequence. Dotting up there with,
It's here.
was that Ben Houston, I believe?
Let me do my job, all right?
No, I think that's the man he tackled.
High tackle.
Yeah. Kobe Milne will try to place as well as possible for a last couple phases here for California.
Here it is again, Joey. Yeah, it was Maluia.
High alert.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Around the head. Maluia thought about it and then thought, no, I don't need to do anything. That's got to be a yellow card.
Tough pass on the entry there for the lineout.
No, it's overthrow. Guys, the ball was well high.
Far too high there on that sequence. And that will wrap our first half. A 1-point affair for your Sunday night rugby from California. The Seawolves came out the gate 2 possessions ahead, Halftime rolls on. We'll send it to Will Hooley, Claudia Ballafetto, and Mike Petrie in New York.
Dear Diary, my good neighbour Sally was not feeling her best, so I baked her some brownies. I may have overbaked them. Oh no! I'm sorry.
And you know, any audiology professional will tell you that hearing loss isn't just about volume. Actually, it's more like the brain working overtime to decode a distorted signal. It's really quite fascinating. Your auditory system is guessing what it missed, which could affect memory, focus, even how clearly you think. That's why it's absolutely essential that the right hearing aid is precisely fine-tuned just for you. So, how does it sound?
Book an appointment with a Specsavers hearing expert.
Sensitivity is when you feel that short, sharp pain. Sensodyne Repair and Protect has Novamin. It forms strong reparative layer over sensitive teeth. Try Sensodyne. It works. Nobody does sensitivity like Sensodyne.
Oh, my legs ache. And I've tried everything, Georgie. Painkillers, gels.
Haven't you tried Revitive?
Revitive Circulation Booster is clinically proven. It boosts circulation to relieve leg pain and cramps and keeps improving over time. It also relieves swelling and knee pain. That's why it has hundreds of 5-star reviews.
Plus, it's drug-free and endorsed by the Australian Physio Association.
For relief that keeps mum moving, see in store or revitive.com.
Broccoli! Yummy, yummy broccoli!
Didn't you have a cold this morning?
Yeah, but I just took Codral.
The Codral Pseudoephedrine range provides effective relief from cough, cold and flu symptoms. When life needs you, you need Codral. Soldier on.
Sore throat? Trust Strepsils for soothing relief that's scientifically formulated. With dual action, Strepsils soothes the sore throat and helps fight bacteria. Strepsils. Own every moment.
Sky, your home of sport, where the action keeps heating up. The next chapter of Super Rugby Pacific. The prestigious Masters. The Pacific 4 Series. Supercars are in Aotearoa. NRL Premiership action. It's showtime in the NBA playoffs and the A-League's wrap up. Sky, your home of sport.
Johnston for the corner. Johnston for history. 2:13. Alex Johnston has done it. Oh, this is a where were you moment.
Only one sport delivers moments like this.
That's so good. That is so good.
Only NRL. Thursday, live Sky Sport. Coverage brought to you by KFC and Bunnings Warehouse.
Sunday Night Rugby coming from California. The Legion only 1 point behind Seattle Seawolves, who are leading 15 points to 14. Great to hear Joey Lindstrom and Mark Stabina in the booth. You'll hear, though, now on the desk, Sunday Night Rugby desk, with myself, Will Hooley, Claudia Ballafetto, and USA Hall of Famer, Mr. Mike Petrie. What a first half we have seen. Seattle Seawolves might have the lead, but it must be that the momentum feels like it's in Legion's hand, and that try from Corbin Smith, Mike, was really important.
I mean, both teams have been playing lights out. There have been a lot of fireworks, lots of tries scored on either end. But how about this one? I mean, take a look at this. California playing a lot of phases in and around midfield. They find a little line break here, and then watch this ball move through the hands. Offload there, offload again, and then Smith stays on the job. If you touch the ball twice in a play, Will, chances are you're scoring. One last little fend for fun at the end, and the pace to finish. I mean, that was world-class stuff from the California Legion.
Yeah, really strong try from the young man Smith. And actually, some great tries from other young players in this game today. Calvin Lulamunga for Seattle, and also Oscar Tracy in their first starts. UCLA campus, look how good it looks there. But Claudia, how good also the stats and telling the story of that first half?
Yeah, the head-to-head's interesting, guys. And the tackles I want to point out first, because heading into this game this week, California's defense was a big concern. They had the worst tackle success rate. And just look at that difference, Mike Petrie. Just 49 for the Legion, 99 for Seawolves. Let's start there with the tackles.
They haven't really had to make a lot of tackles, but I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that the Legion have had a lot of possession in this game. You've seen them play with the ball and hand a lot. You've seen the fact that Seattle scored on that Kutza intercept. So you put 7 points on the board really quickly like that without really having to make any plays on defense. I mean, really and truthfully, though, this has been a very offensively oriented game for both these teams.
I think Steve Hoyle's head coach for California Legion would definitely be happy, though, going into the break. They minimalized that gap, only 1 point. We will have more coming up here in this halftime recap before we get back to the venue in California. Don't go anywhere. This is Sunday Night Rugby. Legion 14, Seattle Seawolves 15. Join us for more after this.
Get free access to global wartime records on Ancestry until Monday, and you could discover your family's stories of courage and resilience. There could be more to your story. Piece it together with Ancestry.
And you know, any audiology professional will tell you that hearing loss isn't just about volume. Actually, it's more like the brain working overtime to decode a distorted signal. It's really quite fascinating. Your auditory system is guessing what it missed, which could affect memory, focus, even how clearly you think. That's why it's absolutely essential that the right hearing aid is precisely fine-tuned just for you. So, how does it sound?
Book an appointment with a Specsavers hearing expert. The weekend waits for no one. So when adventure calls, it's up to us to keep pace. And that's exactly what we do. Because a weekend well spent is a weekend conquered. And that's best done in a Ford Everest. Ford Everest. Conquer the weekend.
Each season, our growers bring you only the freshest seasonal produce. Like loose New Zealand-grown rose apples. A fresh deal at just $4 a kg. That's the fresh food feeling.
Explore the world the Viking way. Unpack once and we'll take care of the rest.
The Viking Savings event is on now. Book ahead and for a limited time only, save up to 35% on your next river voyage. See your Viking travel advisor or book now at Viking.com.
Dear Diary, my good neighbour Sally was not feeling her best, so I baked her some brownies. I may have overbaked them.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
The next chapter of Super Rugby Pacific. Super Round, live from Christchurch. 10 teams, 5 games at the brand new One New Zealand Stadium.
Oh, how about that? I'm a legend in the making. Crowd's mine for the taking.
For a super long weekend of fearless footy action.
There's no debate, I'm made for greatness.
Strap in for Super Round. This weekend live on Sky Sport 1.
There's no debate, I'm made for greatness.
Brought to you by KFC.
The fans are out in force there in UCLA. Take a look at that. Great to see everyone involved. Claudia, hey, people can get involved in the broadcast as well.
Yeah, you see Jason there, broccoli guy for the Supervan Showdown, he says. You can use that hashtag MLR2026 to get involved. We love the questions you guys have, but just as you're watching, any comments, and of course, get involved in that Supervan Showdown. Legion Sean from the cohort. Seattle's broccoli guy, I have to say, guys, I'm looking at the number now. Broccoli man up 80%.
Wow.
75, as we're seeing here.
Wow.
Live line is 80, but yeah, so cast your vote, hashtag MLR2026. Every vote counts, fellas. Come on, what about that man on the other side? Sean, he needs some votes.
Yeah, poor guy. That's some great hardware he's put together as a cohort member for the Legion.
Like I said, Will
lopsided.
Hooley in a cohort Legion outfit, I think, takes the cake. But I'm sure Sean does a good job, too.
So you'll be broccoli guy and he goes cohort.
How come I get to,
All
of a sudden, I have to take on broccoli guy?
Yeah, you do.
Listen, that's a tough act to follow. I want nothing to do with that.
You're just holding 2 broccoli stems. I feel like you'd be great at that.
Now we're simplifying it.
I have to say, though, I'm just happy we see good weather. Because last week, the rain, everybody stayed through it, but we got good weather out there. And 2 great mascots, so you guys go vote on that using hashtag MLR2026. It's a West Coast classic that you're watching here on Sunday Night Rugby on ESPN. Seattle Legion breakdown of the first half continues on the other side.
something happening here. But what it is ain't exactly clear. I think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Dad knew that genuine kindness doesn't seek recognition or reward, and by leaving a gift to the Salvation Army in his will, he'll continue to make a difference for many years to come.
Please call us today to discuss leaving a gift in your will.
Let's turn the volume up and the...
Take it MC in your eye then.
Yeah, she has.
Great.
Eye conditions can be a little, well, alarming. That's why at Specsavers we're here to help you get the treatment you need. Should have gone to Daddy's Icky Eye Savers.
Throw the script away because this is live. Every game on Sky Sport.
Oh my goodness!
This is unpredictability amplified.
Unbelievable win.
That is something to behold.
You don't get rewrites. Blink and you're behind.
And that's all she wrote, folks.
Sal's NBL, live Sky Sport.
No better way to finish a weekend than some rugby. Major League Rugby, Sunday Night Rugby, the second half is nearly upon us. California Legion at home there in UCLA campus, 14 points to 15 against the Seattle Seawolves. Guys, just before we go back to the booth, what do we think, Claudia? It's a tight game.
It's a tight one, so this is going to be all the difference. The fact that Seattle is down a man in the sin bin.
Yes.
Mike, how does Legion take advantage in the second half here?
California has to come out of the gates hot. They had momentum towards the end of the half. They blew that line out just around Seattle's 22. They have to get it right. They've got 10 minutes to do it now at the start of this half.
Well, we shall see in the second half. Can Legion turn it around? What a game we got happening on the West Coast. The fans are there getting ready for the last 40 minutes of action. It's time for us to stop talking and hand over to our commentary team again, Joey Lindstrom and Mark Stabine.
Thanks, Will. Yep, an exciting second half on the way here from Annenberg Stadium in Westwood on the campus of UCLA. Mark, there is nothing short of excitement here for California Legion. The cohort had a lot to cheer about. 2 unanswered tries there to close out the half, and we have a 1-point ball game to begin our second half. What are some things that you think Stephen Hoyles and Alan Clark were imploring to their guys there at the halftime break?
I honestly think they were just saying, same as usual. Keep the momentum going. Keep the quick ball going, and just patience in offense would have been Stephen Hoyles' message, I think, to his Legion team. They probably just said to his men something to the same effect. We're a man down. Be patient. Hold the fort. Nothing silly. Keep it clinical. And if they get away from this 10 minutes without giving up any points, then I think that's job well done from Seattle. And then, look, anything can happen from there. It's going to be an exciting second half, that's for sure.
We've seen an interception on the try, a well-fought-for try in the offensive zone there for Seattle as well to open the scoring, and then 2 huge line breaks for California to get back in, and they converted both of those conversions as well as 2-point conversions as well. David Kutzer had a penalty kick for 3. That's where we stand with the 15-14 count. Early sequence stop already here in the first 30 seconds for Andre Warner and company. As you mentioned, yellow for Seattle.
Okay. Alex,
a wonderful
ready?
day here in California.
And you can see there safety reasons. In which case, someone has to leave the field, and this it was Vivau making the sacrifice. So they're one player down in the back line at the moment, Seattle, so they can have this full complement of the scrum.
I'm sure there's plenty of leg strength out of the backs as well. Seattle maneuvering in around, weaving through on the defense. Good play back. This is J.P. Smith holding up there on the outside channel right into the crowd. So if you got your front row seat, literally front row, you might get a face full of J.P. Smith there in your pint. Seattle works back. This is Ignacio Piculo, 3 in white. Played down, first time we called his name. Rickard Hatting, the captain.
Okay, down, let go. Good.
Upended there of the stonewall effort of the defense there of California. Played back for Lulamanga, and Seattle is back on the prowl. And Seawolves circling.
There, you knocked it off.
California turns it over briefly.
Well, that's a shame for the Legion. At first, it was a clean steal in the tackle. It didn't happen so fast. Let's have a look and see exactly who it was. Great camera angle there, but here's the play down the short side. Good one-on-one hit there, and there you see, it looks like
Corbin Smith.
No, is it?
Didn't hand involved there.
I think it was Milne. Milne was, yes.
Oh, you're right.
Smith's there looking, but it was a number 10, which you don't often see, by the way. A number 10 getting in and ripping that ball out, but sadly for the Legion, a couple of moments later there was a knock on. So
crouch.
Was it Treacy in the tackle?
Those guys, those 3 all go to the same bar, so it's fine.
I'm just going to say that. Thank you, Joey. They do look the same. Am I going mad?
Lulamanga plays it back. J.P. Smith, the winger. Worked out, we talked about the relationship between the 9, the 10, and the 11. With Smith playing that 11 spot, opens up a little more of the offensive prowess for this Seattle team. Warner plays back. Once more there for Kutzer. Duncan Matthews, who's been very happy to get his nose into things against the defense. Haddon rolls forward.
Turnover.
Taken away there by California Legion. Ripped out of the hands there of Haddon by Ed Timpson. The LA forward of the year last year. Declan Leaney out there, 17 in red for California as they move right to left. Lance Williams spurred on by the push of Billy Meeks. And the veteran works forward to gain possession for California. The seesaw battle we go. This is the 3rd home venue for California Legion. They've had some mixed home form, to say the least. Lost by 13 points to Anthem to begin the year, and then had a 38-point victory over the New England Free Jacks, fresh off a three-peat for their first home win as California Legion.
Hey, you're in the area.
Bertrand on the foot. Nothing but green grass in front until he meets some defenders. Andre Warner gets sat down. It's played back by Joey Mano. Boy, what a run. Heck of a lot of meters gained there from Bertrand. Penalty in Seattle. And Gonzo also looking forward. Play through. Ben Houston on the run. And Houston will lift off over top. And that's the lead for California.
Let's go, Benjamin Houston, number 8.
Well, this is why our Sunday Night Rugby team highlighted the number 9 for Legion, Bertrand.
Time off.
Incredible play.
Seattle is challenged.
And here's the steal. So it all started with Timpson. How on earth did he get his mitts on that ball? I'll never know. But now, the little gap. This is what he does so well. And the handoff as well. Out in open space. Look at him just assessing the situation. Gets rid of his opposite man. And then finds Joey Mano. But it's not done yet. Because this is the quick tap. Bertrand. Look at that pass. Flat. Any flatter, it would have been forward. And we have to give Ben Houston. And they might even review that.
Okay, now just
we're going to have a look.
Let the players run. So keep it going, keep it going. Go back. Slow it down here. Slow it down. We're looking for clearly forward out of the hands. So he stays even with the player. Now just play it through to when they run to when he catches it. So good, good, good. Boys, for me, that looks like it's not clearly forward out of the hands. Are we seeing anything differently? I think it does drift forward, but that's not the law. So he continues to run. It's a tight pass. So let's just see if it's clearly forward out of the hands. Austin, I need to see that slower, mate. Slow.
Trying to find if that is a forward moving ball for Ben Houston.
Tight one, he's even.
Derek Summers is working this out. Our rules analyst, the third member of our crew, Lex Weiner, is with us as well. Lex, what do you see here?
I see that as a offload pass, and he's running with him.
So what Derek's trying to figure out right now is that if this pass is clearly forward out of his hands, if there's not a clear angle that shows that it's clearly forward, he's going to remain in his on-field
ruling
position.
On the field stands. There's no clear forward pass out of the hands. Try is good. Seattle has no more challenges.
I think also, Joey, what might have helped their cause there was it was Ben Houston, the try scorer, that was extremely flat, and you could be forgiven for thinking it looked forward, but if you saw the way he caught the ball, he caught it behind him, and I think that helped, and I'm sure that Derek Summers kept that in mind.
Legion have stormed back in the lead. The third true line break on their third try. Spurred on and started there by Gonzalo Bertrano.
Access.
What's up, Waffle House? I think he is... I don't know how many games we played already, but he's chimed in on every single one. Love these matches close at half. It sure does build suspense. Just like Waffle House, we're always on in the MLR. And Seattle trying to come back in this game now, Mark. And you find yourself, if you're the Seawolves, with some tidying defense throughout the week, especially when we spoke with Clarkey about massaging some of those injuries to get guys back, especially with their defensive prowess that they've had in the past. That was lacking last week, largely due to injury against Anthem. And they need a second half effort here of equal prowess like they had against Old Glory, wouldn't you say?
You're so right, Joey. And what he spoke about as well was just being clinical. They have been hit with injuries, so he needs his leaders that exist, your Haddings, your Redlingheises, and you've got Warner there at number 9. They've got to step up, steer the ship, and just keep everyone calm and not make errors like that. They might get this back, so they're lucky. Now, the first knock-on will go to Seattle. So that's exactly what I'm talking about, Joey, is what Clarkey told us. He hasn't been happy with the clinical, the fundamentals of the game. And that's what he just wants to see from his team. They've got the class, they've got the players on the field. He said, we just need to focus not on who's out, we need to focus on the boys that are out there and just playing simple, clinical rugby. And they'll do some damage, as we've seen.
A chance here to find their way right back into another close affair.
Good run, boys, and we'll get a pen.
But Anthem will enter here with Gonzo Bertrano.
Let's go natural with these. Crouch! Fine! Nice, Deck. Yep. Set!
As that tumbles down, Anthem wins it. Bertrano, of course, wants to go fast. He was ready for the giddy-up. Scrum penalty. Lex, what'd you see there?
So it looked like on that one, the Seattle tight head just lost his feet, was overextended, therefore a penalty to the California Legion.
And Lex, obviously the scrum is an area that can be, one of those hard fought. It's an art, it's a science. What are you looking for as a referee for those penalties? What are you focusing on, and what's a good-looking scrum for you?
Well, first and foremost, safety is the most important thing for all of us. And then it's just making sure there's a good setup good contest from both teams, and legally dominant side should get penalized if not.
Exactly my thoughts, Lex.
You guys are, you got some mind share going on right now.
I think Lex knows that being a back myself, that's not my preferred area of play. Davy Kutzer.
Not to say you couldn't do it, though.
Thank you. Oh, here we go.
Patty Ryan. Look what I found. Just in time, Rickard Hadding tumbles forward. Got a great battle going on right now. Played back forward. There's Devon Kutzer.
Play it forward up the red, up the rip.
That ball's loose. Declan Leaney was there briefly. Seattle still retains it. Andre Warner plays it back. This is Duncan Matthews. And the fullback has been active here today and speedy. Manu rattling ice. The War Machine gets upended there.
Just scrum. Good turnover.
And a scrum will be initiated here for Derek Summers.
Okay. There's two going back, or
Ryan does well to bring that one in.
Perfect.
Warner straight on the ball and had a great front foot forward ball for Seattle.
Out from under him. Just do your best to keep it forward. I'll stay here.
Rousseau, and then
do your best to hold
he's
it up.
called that a knock on. So strip, but went forward off Legion. So Seattle get another bite at the cherry here, Joey.
Gonzo, just stand next to him to start, yeah? Crouch!
Cherry a little more opportunistic than Apple.
Play, went sideways.
Andre Warner. Right on cue, Davy Kutzer. Kutzer, a Herculean effort to get the try for Seattle. Back down by one. We got ourselves a great one on SNR.
Well, Joe, you'd be forgiven for thinking there was a number 6 or a 7 or a number 2 on the back of the try scorer, but no, number 10, Kutzer. Sheer determination. Once again, the connection between the 9 and 10. Watch this. Watch Warner. It wasn't the cleanest ball either. That one spat out. Pulls it from behind him, and then 4 defenders beaten from the number 10. There was only one thing on Kutzer's mind, and he executed.
What an effort from your number 10. He had an interception that led to his own try. Colby Milne couldn't do it. Billy Meeks was trying to drag him down. An entire cohort of Legion rugby members there to try to bring Davy Kutzer down. His ambitions to be the 10 for the Eagles. And Alan Clark, their head coach, also has that ambition for him as he tries to achieve his goal. But for today's purposes, Seattle back out in front. Got ourselves a ball game here, partner.
But that just makes Kutzer an extra threat.
Yeah, good
because
here,
when you look at a number 10, once again, you don't normally see them take the ball on. They like to distribute, they might kick, but to have that string to his bow where he's an extra threat, it just keeps the defense guessing. What is Kutzer going to do? All eyes on Kutzer, and that's exactly what you want from your number 10.
Red.
Van Buren couldn't handle it.
Red.
Kellen Botcher has been
Red.
a thorn in the side
over. Yeah. Give me the color.
of Legion on these lineouts.
Red. Knock off here,
We saw him swat one away, 19 in white. Now we've seen him getting involved here, even after the ball has hit the ground.
Line out was over, that's why the mark is here. Yeah.
So much to like out of different phases of these offenses.
Fine.
As they continue to improve throughout the year, it's only going to get better. There's some effort. You hear those grunts in that scrum. Seattle back on the prowl again. It's Duncan Matthews with some room on the outside. Offloads there to Tuimoloa.
Get tackle, let go!
And Nolan tumbles down. Formerly of Utah last year, and Seattle with a welcome sign there to have him at 14. Played back there from Duval Donald. Ulamanga had it. Rousseau, and off the handle there from Tiai Vavau. He couldn't get his hands on it there on the outside channel, and Seattle squanders an opportunity to extend their lead.
Well, they sure did. A front-on angle there. Just the pass doesn't really show what a difficult pass it was for.
Okay, time on.
Ulamanga out wide. Actually, it was Ulamanga earlier on with a beautiful pass. It was Vavau.
Thank you.
Unable to keep that one in hand.
Another failed line out there. Calfronia comes up fortuitous on it with Ed Timpson. 7 in red. More muscling forward from Ben Houston as well as Justice Tavai.
Hold in front, hold!
A native of Inglewood, California, just down the road.
Keep moving, good.
Former defensive tackle at Hawaii. Caught on there by Corbin Smith. And for the hampered Steph Cribb today, they're at fullback at 15. Bertrand trying to handle it. A quick whistle there from Summers.
No. Don't. Talk to him.
Just really
laying
going
down
blow
during
for
that
blow,
breakdown?
aren't they?
Okay.
Trading possession. Neither team able to get into a groove.
Yep.
Just those little handling errors haunting Legion at the moment at the breakdown. And you've got to give some credit also to Seattle. They're actually forcing those errors. So they're making a nuisance of themselves, forcing those errors of the Legion. You could say the same is happening the other way as well. Neither team just letting the other get a sniff at the moment.
Popped up.
Off the scrum.
Play.
Warren plays it back. He gets tackled by Williams.
Lance, you're in the scrum.
Derek Summers wants some order in the court.
That's my fault. Both
So
popped up.
taking some ownership. We like to see that.
As a reminder, both teams have
That's my
brought up
fault.
challenges as well.
That is true.
So it could be interesting, especially given the dynamic here late with a close game.
Stay in the fight, okay? If you're going back,
It's
stay
going to
low.
have to be up to Derek Summers, as it always is. But either side coaches are going to have to be okay with that.
Set!
Play back here for Tuimoiloa.
No, leave it. Don't move. 10, good.
Warner reverses fields there with Kutzer. He pops it forward. It's collected by Gonzo Bertrand. Big body working forward. That's Joe Tafate. Joe T wrestled it down, and Timpson on the run, but it's quickly intercepted by Rickard Hadding on the offload there from Timpson. Thought he had his own number 8, Ben Houston. Instead, it was the opposite sides. Davey Kutzer pokes this forward. Just a couple minutes shy of the hydration break, and both teams all-out effort through the first 20 minutes of this second half. Devon Rousseau, twice part of the MLR first 15 of the week. Back-to-back weeks after his efforts against Old Glory and last week against Anthem.
Ball's there.
Let's not forget that Rousseau was playing 15, so he's been asked to play a different position today, Joey. Utility back for sure.
the yellow, not the white, I guess. Yep. We're good. We're good.
After falling last week to
Yellow,
Anthem,
not the white,
34-25.
I gotcha.
The name of the game in this league is parity. Old Glory DC handled their business against the plucky upstarts. So Anthem sits at 2-2, second in the table.
Hold the space in the middle, Ricard.
Because of their efforts to score. Old Glory moves to third. Either team today would be finding their second win. Lance Williams plays it down. Off the lineout, Billy Meeks, full head of steam. Just shy of the halfway line. Bertrano to Joe Tafate and Lance Williams. Jason Dom. Oh, captain, my captain.
Play!
Found that ball while he was on the ground still. Bertrano making moves on the outside. Ben Houston trying to wrestle forward. Milne through to Meeks. Found Yuri Van Vuren. Played down, here's Joey Mano. Taking his game to a whole nother level this season, says Stephen
We're coming back to
Hoyles.
this is too close.
To begin
Let's
the
take a water
season
break.
as
We'll have
Derek
a scrum
Summer stops
here.
play. Here for
Water
the
break.
hydration
We
break.
start with the scrum here to you. Yeah. Sort that out, yeah.
I'd say this is well deserved. Mark, wouldn't you say?
I need a drink too, Joey. I gotta take a little swig.
We sure will. SNR continues here on ESPN after the break.
The Port, the Yellow Fever, the Black Knights, the Knicks, Auckland, Wellington, New Zealand. It's time to pick your side.
What a hit! Lachlan Brooks!
From Aotearoa to the A-League, witness rivalries rising. MacArthur, Phoenix, Sydney, Auckland FC. This weekend live on Sky Sport. Proudly brought to you by Macca's.
I don't know if it was fate or destiny, but I'm meant to be here.
Outlander, Tuesday on Vibe.
Welcome to a new era in Formula One.
Are you ready for this, ladies and gentlemen? Unbelievable!
Your seat in Formula One lives on Sky Sport.
An electric second half, to say the least. 20 minutes gone here through our second 40 minutes. Alongside former Australian international Mark Sabina, Joey Lindstrom. Thanks for being with us here for Sunday Night Rugby. California and Seattle doing battle, to say the least. Davey Kutzer for Seattle has been incredible. Insatiable true as well, because he has not stopped. 2 tries tonight as well, Mark.
Well, the first one, Joey, was so important against the run of play when Legion had all the momentum, and then Kutzer gets his team on the board and gives them some breathing space because they were under immense pressure. And then, yes, it was a team effort to get them up to that area of the field, but that was an individual try that you just saw as well. It was Kutzer taking the team and this task on his shoulders, as we've seen him do so many times in his MLR career.
No, he's already off.
Incredible
player.
player.
Here we go. Time on. Good scrum so far. Just stay tight. Keep working.
He sure is. Through the first 2 weeks, he and Colby Milne were setting the bar as far as 10s go. We've seen a couple different contentions there as well, with the likes of some of the action we've seen, especially out of Chicago, who lead the league now at 3-0. It's been an incredible effort out of the fly halves this year so far.
I agree. And it'd be remiss of us to not mention their halfback partners, the Nines. I've really enjoyed that battle at 9 today, Bertrano and Warner.
Philly Meeks pokes it forward. Might be a fortuitous bounce here for California. Instead, it falls to the awaiting arms there of Duncan Matthews. Almost another significant line break as Kutzer carries down. Meeks trying to wrestle that away from him. Kutzer left his feet on that
I got
tackle.
it, okay? I got it. Yeah, mate. You had him, you held on to him, you kept holding on to him. Tie.
Ed Timpson getting the discipline there.
It was interesting
for the
because
hold on.
Derek's arm signal seemed to suggest a high tackle, but he also said, and you held on to him, and you held on to him, because that could also be an infringement. You've got to release the tackled player.
It's all love.
Yeah, so maybe getting him for 2 offenses there.
Okay, we're good. Let's go. It's a high shot.
Timpson being a naughty boy on that occasion, but he has also been immense for the Legion. He plays with such determination and power, Ed Timpson, and got some skill to boot.
Good here, yeah.
Gonzo today, we saw him on a line break here to begin the second half. A great special on him as well in our pregame show with respect to how he takes his mentality into these games. He is perhaps just as charged up and has that insatiable desire to just keep going, keep winning for his teams. Seattle on the hoof now. JP Smith carried down in the outside channel. Andre Warner gets bumped. It's worked back to Lerome White. An early exit last week against
Ball's there,
Anthem.
play.
Late in
Good
that
rock.
match. 20 in white is Khaleesi Moley.
Good hit.
Oh, yeah. Form tackle. That's textbook from Billy Meeks.
Use
The
it.
MLR veteran knows exactly what's needed, and in a pinch as well. Worked on the outside. It's Michael Hand. Seattle retaining possession, but momentum back the way of California. Somehow Andre Warner got out of that, got it back to Davey Kutzer. Played forward there for Tuimoiloa. And received rather there from Corbin Smith. And it's Williams and California trying to find themselves in a position to take the lead back. They've done it in stellar fashion.
Turnover again.
3 different line breaks. Jason Don holds it back. Meeks off the dummy. Big time.
Play. You have the ball. Play.
Cash had it and lowered the board.
No. Don't reach over. No. Onside, the chase. Use it.
Just past the halfway line here for the Seawolves. Booted high in the sky and brought down nicely by JP Smith. In the clutches there for Sticks. Lerome White tumbles forward and Warner will play back. It's Divan Rousseau with Kutzer. Seattle back on the attack. Much improved from last week against Anthem. They couldn't really sustain some of these phases that they were putting together nicely. Just couldn't put the cap on that bottle. Marno Redlinghuis gets thumped on the run there. It's Khaleesi Moley once again. And Warner gets upended there by Lance Williams.
He's not in the ruck.
California wins possession back.
He's not in the ruck. He can. He's not down. He's
that couple of minutes, Joey. I mean, that turnover was on the end of a string of incredible turnovers.
We're going to play. Well, he doesn't have a shoe on, so he's going to kick the line out, and I'll give him some time. He took it off.
An incredible sequence.
They were, and just
hey, you better
once
put that shoe on
again,
quickly, okay?
so many displays of individual brilliance. Look at Paddy Ryan, the number 7, with that steal right there. He wasn't even sure if he looked at the ref, he looked at Derek Summers, said, "Am I okay to take this ball, sir?" And then that take
Joe. Just wait a second.
by JP Smith, out of the hands virtually of Corbin Smith.
Yeah, you better hurry up.
Smith on Smith in the air. Sensational stuff.
swatted out of the air on that line out. But back here for Seattle, 3 incredible turnovers in the last 90 seconds.
Carried in, carried in, carried in.
And Legion have set up 23 mauls this season. It's proving to be an effective tactic for them as well. They've earned a number of penalties and scored 3 tries from those already. And today it's been incredible to see.
I could be wrong, but I disagree. I don't think so.
Some of these special team plays.
Right there.
Come out the gate.
Yep. Paddy Ryan again. Call that another turnover. Getting in the air, swatting that ball away.
Good.
In for Yuri Van Buren at lock is Kenny Nesogenge. Kenzo donning the 19. He is pulling forward, and Big Joe T got out of that pile.
You off feet, him holding and rolling. He's isolated.
Because of Declan Laney.
T.I. Vaval take a bow. Another huge turnover when it seemed like Legion had the opportune attacking position.
Don't forget to buy your tickets for the MLR Championship in Chicago. We might see a new face holding up the shield this season. Scan that QR code on your screen now. Incredible rugby on display. Could be these 2 teams in an instant classic. With 6 teams to jostle for the shield. Anybody's game this season, Mark.
I'm doing it, Joey. I'm scanning.
Wait.
Yeah. How's it mine? I think we get a discount. You and your Aussie charm can get us one, I think.
Leave it to me again, Joey. Fine.
Always.
How about this last 20 minutes?
Good work.
1 point in it.
You two, okay, good job.
Honestly, I just don't know who has the upper hand at the moment. It's hanging in the balance, this match. What a treat for the crowd here.
Start here, yeah.
A great crowd to boot as well for the cohort for California Legion.
Mine!
They had a beautiful showing at Torero Stadium in week 2 for their first game at home. Yeah, or for their second game at home, rather. As Ryan James is back in, 23 in red. Nesogenge there as well. California working in the red zone. Haven't seen them too much in this area of the pitch because all their tries have been scored off line breaks. Here's another one. Gonzo in for the try, and California lead once again.
I'm going to come up to you.
Derek Summers might be taking a look.
And we're looking at offside of the initial player.
As we stand right now, it's the RS.
Show me that breakdown real quick.
But try stands for the moment. And we'll turn to our rules analyst, Lex Weiner, as Derek Summers jogs over.
So what Derek is looking at right now is for when the Legion prop picked the ball up, was he in an onside or offside position for that line break to occur?
Okay, tackle, tackle, tackle.
Got it.
Still a tackle, still a tackle. Right foot. He's good. He's on side. Okay.
Been on your piece of cues, as always.
After review, the on-field decision is try.
So there you go.
Player is onside.
The try assist. Finding Bertrano, who is normally the facilitator. He
Player's onside.
gets the cherry on top in that sequence, Mark. And more importantly for California there, they take the lead back and can extend to 6 here.
It was definitely worth a review as well. Derek Summers doing a fine job of officiating. Just wanted to make sure. Bertrano. Incredible support player.
No.
But what about Declan Laney?
Yeah, Declan Laney, how about you?
He's been extremely handy around the park. I've seen him put in some big tackles too.
What a match we've had today.
Tackle made.
Nicely done. Clinical there.
Use it.
Now Sagenge getting lifted. That is not an easy feat. That is a big
get
man.
out.
19 in red.
Chasers on. Hold. Good.
Played forward and kicked through. Final 10 minutes incoming. It's intercepted there by Kenzo. He'll work back for Billy Meeks. California trying to make this a pretty tough challenge here for Seattle, as that's played out a touch here. California trying to go quick. Ryan James wants to go fast. He'll think better of it. About this matchup today to bring you up to speed. Davy Kutzer with 2 tries today. We've had a try from Ben Houston, Gonzo Bertrand, and Oscar Treacy, who makes his MLR debut today for California Legion, the 5th overall pick in the MLR draft. Also saw another debutant get a try, Calvin Lulamanga for Seattle, who had played last week for the first time in the MLR against Anthem.
Red knock
25 meters gained in one play. He made a great impression, and California here trying to extend their lead mark and make this a big hill to climb here for Seattle.
It certainly would, but they've handed it over again to Seattle, so geez, some very tired bodies out there.
I'll give you one.
And now Seattle will just be concerned with securing ball, exiting their red zone, having a good chase if the kick doesn't go out. Just the fundamentals once again, just to get, there's plenty of time for Seattle, and they are a converted try away from winning this match. So this next possession is crucial. And the Legion sniff blood right now, so they're going to do absolutely everything to keep Seattle in this part of the field.
There's some blood in the water, you say? That's normally a Seawolves job to sniff that out.
Time on.
That's an orca in the logo.
Yeah, just next to him and then.
I believe. I mean, I don't know my whales.
Crouch.
It's a Seawolf.
We've got our own beluga here.
Okay, let's just wait. We've had good scrums. We'll go
Summers
again.
sorting out. Final 10 here, and Seattle needs to get out of their own end.
You to keep your bind up, okay?
They can become the winningest team in MLR history today with supersede the San Diego Legion with 72 wins if they get their 73rd here today. This is the first meeting between the newly formed California Legion and Seattle. And a lot of familiarity, of course, between these players from years gone by in the MLR. Some of the top offloaders and 2 of the best scrumming teams. California wins it there. Billy Meeks on the run again. Bertrand to Lance Williams. Williams looking to offload. Bertrand reverses field. Salini, Declan Laney. A Herculean effort from Lance Williams to get through. They're nearly there, just tucked inside the goalpost.
Back up, back up!
That ball is somewhere in the pile there. Meeks has it, or at least briefly did. Still move forward. Seattle just trying to hold on. It's Lance Williams. Can he get there?
Release!
He does not try down. That is not beyond the line.
Short!
What an effort from Seattle. Gonzo Bertrand looking forward. Finds Billy Meeks over top. And California extends their lead with Joey Mano. With a hand for Bertrand and Billy Meeks. Joey Mano making the return, coming off the shoulder surgery this year. Part of 15 a season ago. What a sequence here, Mark.
This is where it all started, Joey. Devastating for Seattle. The rest of the play just seemed like a mere formality. That was demoralizing at scrum time. And with their tails up, throwing bodies into the Seattle defense. Meeks with the class and the vision to get it over the defenders of Seattle and into the hands of Mano. And Mano still had plenty to do. And the hot stepper finds his way into that try zone, which he is extremely familiar with.
Mark Fitzpatrick is exactly right. Keep the ball movement style play. That's how they roll. That's largely generated by their scrum half, Gonzalo Bertrano. And Joey Mano is the benefactor of it. Big 12, Billy Meeks tossed it up. Joey Mano did the rest.
Did they sub?
And Stephen Hoyles and Dave Dennis told us the style of footy that we play with the excitement factor. They're physical, they move quickly. You hope for that sense of their style of play in their results. And they weren't ready physically. They were very honest with themselves to start the year, and they feel like they're getting there. Wouldn't you say, Mark? This is a team that just feels like they can run the dance with anybody.
They certainly have the players to do it, as you mentioned, and now it's just a matter of cohesion.
You're caught on the other side. You're caught on the other. Put it down, put it down.
And while they're looking strong today, I really feel like Seattle have shown up as well.
Yeah.
Much better performance from last week's loss against Anthem. Davey Kutz has done a lot of it on his own.
All right, Mark, so through
on the ground, okay? Then
this point in our match, this is who you have your eye on from both sides as potential players of the match contenders with still some time to go here.
There's so many. Bertrand, of course, 2 tries. Corbin Smith been impressed with how he stepped up. Late call up for him. Paddy Ryan, the 7 for Seattle. Kutzer, of course.
Don't pull him!
It's been some great performances also. Maluia.
Seattle might have it here, and they do.
Look at it, it's not over yet, folks.
The Seawolves right back in it.
You can't pull him.
Never write this team off.
I believe that was Moley that worked through for that try.
We'll see in a moment.
We'll see, yeah, we'll take another look at it.
But I think it's just a case of Legion taking the foot off the gas a little bit after that try. I'm seeing Licky Chantung.
That was Licky Chantung, yeah.
Oh, yeah, just burrowing. Gee, had a lot to do.
He popped in for Deval Kutzer. Right underneath our noses. We didn't even see him come in, barely.
Ah, that's the point. Neither did Legion.
And Kutzer sneaks that one through that right upright.
Well, well, well.
So Seattle now with 3+ minutes to go. You add on some injury time. This game is getting tight. Just what you like to see out of your primetime matchup here tonight. This is Nick Boyer. Big tackle there from Justice Tavai. Seattle has to get on it here. Time is of the essence. Andre Warner is also taking his leave. Davey Kutzer gets wrestled down.
Counter up, counter up.
Moroa is there too. Michael Hand tries to work back.
Gonzo here.
But it's back in possession here for Calfronia.
Counter up, he's offside.
Joey Mano.
What are we doing?
The arm wrestle with Michael Hand.
Yeah, shot a goal. Thank you.
What a massive kick this is, Joey.
39-15.
Really is.
When you have
Off
to
the
kick
penalty
by.
here, Colby Millen could really make this the dagger.
Seal the deal.
It's accurate, yes. 39-15 when you have to kick.
Big sequence to give California this chance. $35-29. Count to make it 38, and not unreachable, but very difficult with the allotted time remaining. Western Force, fly half knocks it home for California. Home sweet home, wherever they go in the great state of California.
Okay, your go.
At least over the last two home venues. This one here in Westwood. Seattle's got to go. It's Michael Hand. Played back, Ignacio Piculo. Nacho wrestled down. Billy Meeks tumbling in the pile of bodies, and it'll stay with Seattle.
No, mate, you're in there. You got to get out first.
Well, now this is, I was going to say, Joey, David Kutzer might look at going for goal because as it stands, he hasn't, but as it stands, they have a 4-try bonus point. But they don't have the losing bonus point, and scoring a try here will not give them the match, but it will get them within 7 points. So now this possession for Seattle is to leave Los Angeles with 2 points from a loss.
Oh, just reset, move over, come in a little bit.
Because they're 2 scores away from winning. That's not going to happen at this last play of the game. But this is for a bonus point for Seattle. Oh, no. Squandered. What a shame.
No, wait. Hold on. It's a scrum or a line out, guys. It's a scrum or a line out. It's not a kick. Scrum. Okay. They have to complete it.
So California gets themselves the home win to get back to 500. And Seattle, this team feels downtrodden at the outset, but they're not. This is a very strong Seattle team that had a very physical preseason as well, training in South Africa, playing against the Stormers. And teams in that league, you find yourself, if you're Alan Clark, saying every week is a battle because there's so much parity in this league. California brought it today. Seattle did too, though.
Oh, we're not done yet.
Might have another crack at it to get that elusive point.
Now that's a knock. All right, we're out of here.
Derek Summers calls it.
He's had enough.
That is it from Wallace Annenberg Stadium. California Legion get their second home win and second total win of the season, and big time to do it in the fashion that they did, Mark. What a win for the cohort.
Brilliant, very important win for the Legion, but I was just impressed with the standard of the game, the excitement, the tension, right up into the final whistle. That's what you want to see. 2 heavyweights of MLR going toe-to-toe. Rugby was the winner, as the cliche goes.
It sure was. What a night in Los Angeles. That'll do it for us here. We were going to send you back to New York and our Sunday Night Rugby crew, but for John McCormick, our producer, Reese Edwards, our director, Mark Sabina, and Lex Weiner, our rules analyst. I'm Joey Lindstrom saying so long for now. The final, California 38 to Seattle's 29. To Will Hooley, Claudia Balafato, and Mike Petrie.
Thanks so much, Joey. What a game.